Debbie Birch here. I'm going to be doing a breathing class with you all. We're just going to start off with a warm-up, and then we're going to go through 7 different breathing exercises to help increase the amount of oxygen in your bloodstream. It's going to help your circulation. It's going to boost your metabolism. It's a great thing to do. And guess what? Nobody lives without taking a breath, right? Am I right? All right, so let's get started. I want you to think about your posture. You can do these exercises lying down on your back in bed. You can do them seated in a chair. Just make sure you've got good posture. Or you can do it standing. And especially if you decide to do it standing, you want to have a soft bend in your knees. You want to have a nice, relaxed lower back. And you want to be perfectly erect, and by that you want to think of your ear in line with your shoulder, in line with your hip, in line with your heels. So if you can get that kind of a soft stance with good alignment, your lungs will be free to move and expand. I'm going to show you these seated, but I might get up. You never know. You got to keep an eye on me. So we're first going to start with yes. Drop your chin down to your chest and come back up. That's all it is. Bring the chin down to your chest and come back up. We're going to do 2 more. Relax the back of the neck. You can exhale here. Inhale as you bring the face up. And 1 more. Dropping, exhale, relax the back of the neck and come back up. Now we've got to say no. So we're going to start small. I'm just turning my head from side to side just a little bit. And now I'm going to go a little bit further, a little bit further, and just explore that range of motion in the neck. Now I'm going to hold that stretch, breathe in, breathe out, come through center, breathe in, and breathe out. If you want to go a little bit bigger, you can bring the opposite arm out to your side. Feel that stretch opening up the chest. Come through center and open that arm. Come through center. Let's just do 1 more each side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful sun today. Breathe in. Breathe out. Great Catskill air. Now, if we do our yes, if you bring your arms forward, that'll also open up the back. So let's do 2 more of those. Breathe in. Feel the back open and expand. Breathe out. And 1 more time. And breathe out. Good. Let's do our chin towards our armpit. So think of this chin pointing down towards your armpit. Bring your face up, go through center, and then look down at the other armpit. And come up. Try that again, dropping the chin down. Again, you can always extend the opposite arm and come through center. You'll notice the extended arm, my thumb is up, so I'm nice and open. And let's do 1 more. Think of the shoulder blade pulling towards the spine, so you can deepen that stretch. Really pull the shoulder blade back and come back up. And last time, feeling the shoulder blade pulling towards the spine. Chin is going towards your armpit. And come back up. Let's roll our shoulders. Back, up, forward, down. Back, up, forward. 2 more. See how I'm moving through my range of motion. And now let's reverse it. Take it forward, up, back, down. Forward, up. Be aware of that posture. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Now give yourself a big bear hug. Open those arms nice and wide and then give yourself a hug. Feel your back expanding. Open the arms, feel your chest expand, and come back in. I'm going to stand for the last two. Breathing in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. We're going to go side to side. Just lean to one side, let the side body stretch out. Come up through center, lean to the other side. Just let that arm hang and come through center. We can do that seated as well. Lean to one side. You can even hold on to the chair and up. Lean to the other side. I'm just holding on to the chair, increasing that stretch a little bit. And up. Breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Good. Okay, so our whole upper body is nice and open and ready to go. We're going to start with our smell the flowers and blow out the candles. This is a pucker breath. So like when you blow out a candle, you pucker up and you blow like a birthday candle, right? So we're going to breathe in as if we're smelling roses or something wonderful. And then blow out the candle. Breathe in through your nose. Fill up those lungs. Breathe out. Two more like that. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You might get a little rosy cheeks here. You might feel it a little bit warmer. We're getting some blood flow going. Our circulation is increasing because now we're taking in oxygen, so that means our heart doesn't have to work so hard. So when it starts to relax, also our blood vessels start to open up. They dilate, they get bigger. And that also helps the heart not have to work as hard. So the more oxygen we can take in, the bigger we breathe, the better off we'll be. It'll lower our stress, and it'll also help your heart be a little more healthy. Now, to do a good breath, there are 3 parts to it. So I want you to find the clavicle, this bone that runs across the top of this shoulder, and then place your other hand right here on your chest. So we're going to feel the thumb is on the shoulder, the chest, and then my other hand is going to come down here. This is the diaphragm, okay? Now, to take a breath, the diaphragm is a big, thick muscle. It's a dome that's shaped that from front to back, and it separates your stomach and your intestines from your lungs. So when you breathe in, that the diaphragm muscle is pushing down and it's sucking the air in. Have you ever thought of the bellows? When you open up the bellows, it sucks the air in, and then when you push the bellows closed, it pushes the air out. That's the same thing with the lungs. So when my diaphragm muscle goes down, you can see I'm getting bigger through this area. Also, I increase my capacity in my chest. My chest lifts a little bit and expands. These are your intercostal muscles that run through here, and they actually help the rib cage open a little bit. So we're going to increase our capacity of that motion in the rib cage. So if you can watch me here, I've got my thumb on my clavicle, which is the top of the shoulder blade. I've got my hand on my chest, and I've got one hand on my belly. Now watch, I'm going to breathe in. Everything expands, and then as I breathe out, I'm pushing the diaphragm up. So I'm going to breathe in through the nose, exhale, push from the diaphragm. So that's one part. The second part is the chest. The third part is all the way up to the top of the collarbone. So let's see if we can feel a little bit of movement in all three positions. Hold on and let's go. Take a deep breath in. Diaphragm, chest all the way up to the collarbone. And then exhale. Diaphragm, chest all the way to the collarbone. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in, diaphragm, chest, clavicle. Breathe out, diaphragm, chest, clavicle. One more deep breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Now that takes a lot of muscle work. That's why I stood up from the chair. It's a little bit easier to do that either lying down or standing. Sometimes when we sink, we collapse and then our lungs don't have any room to breathe. Our diaphragm muscle is being compressed. So unless you sit up nice and tall, that three-part breathing might be a little challenging for you. Our next one is a power exhale. We do this when we sneeze or we cough or we have the hiccups. And I'm going to show this to you standing again. So here's my diaphragm muscle. If I work it quickly, ha, 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 you can see it's going in and out and in and out. And that's what we're going to do. Almost like if we cough, you can see how I'm doing that. Or if I sneeze, I just faked that one. But I did a pretty good job, huh? So here we go. We're going to try and do 10 quick power exhalations. Ready? Take a deep breath in. Ha, 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 ha. Yes. Are we ready for 2 more of these? You can do it, and don't worry about the neighbors. They'll get over it. Take a deep breath in. Power exhale. Ha, 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 ha. And we'll try it one more time. Remember, if you're starting to feel a little dizzy, that's okay. You're getting a lot more oxygen into your body. So you might feel a little floopy. Just relax, and we'll try it one more time. Here we go. Deep breath in. Ha, 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 ha. Were you able to get your diaphragm to move? Did you feel that movement down there? Good, good. Then we're doing it right. All right, now our next one is alternative nostril breathing. So we're going to alternate from one side to the other. We're going to plug up one nostril, breathe in. Plug them both up, release the other one, breathe out. Now breathe in, plug them both up, breathe out. Breathe in, plug them both up, breathe out. Breathe in, plug them both up, breathe out. One more time, breathe in, plug them up, breathe out, and breathe in. Did you notice anything different between one side and the other? I did. This side is always a little wetter. I don't know why, but universally for years and years and years, this nostril has always been a little wetter. Some people have little deviations in their sinus cavities, and the sinuses are still kind of a mystery. They do a lot of different things, so we always want to breathe in through the nostrils as much as we can. It's not so much through the mouth. Breathing out through the mouth is actually more beneficial because you've got a lot of blood vessels in your mouth, And as you exhale, little tiny bits of oxygen that you're exhaling can be reabsorbed back into the body. You know, when we exhale, we always exhale some of our oxygen. Think about when you give somebody CPR, right? You're giving them the oxygen that you're exhaling. So even though our lungs are getting filled with oxygen, they can't absorb all of the oxygen that you're taking in. All right, our next one is called the warrior's breath. You can do this seated, standing, even lying down, but we're going to add in a movement with the arms. So your hands are going to come down towards the floor, come up in front of your body, and then push forward from your shoulders, okay? You're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, send that air out. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. Good. Our next one is learning how to control our breathing. This is called timed breath. So we're going to actually time how long we're breathing in and how long we're breathing out. We're going to breathe in for a count of 3 and breathe out for a count of 5. Let's try this. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. In, out. One more. Breathe in, out. Were you able to control your breath? All right, here is our exciting final breathing exercise. Remember, this is reducing your stress. It's controlling your anxiety. It's increasing your blood flow in your body, and it's relaxing that heart muscle. All of these things are so beneficial for you. Our last one is called the snake breath. We're going to hiss like a snake, and we're going to try to make that breath sustain itself for a long period of time. So in other words, I don't want this. Right? It was like a balloon that filled up with air and then just went, right? We don't want that. Instead, we want a long, sustained hissing noise. Are we ready? Here we go. Take a deep breath in, fill up those lungs. Do okay? Let's try it again. This time I'm going to stand and do it. Deep breath in, fill up those lungs. Okay, we have one more. Make this the longest one yet. Deep breath in. I hope you had a great time today. I sure did.